Hey guys, alright, so in this video we're gonna talk about trading time and trading sessions. It's not a very important topic, but it's definitely something that we need to touch on, right? So whilst most people trade to gain like profit from forex, it's also a means of gaining like financial freedom, meaning you get time to do whatever you want and so forth, right? So with that said, it makes no sense to be in the market 24/7. That would deplete the purpose, right, of trading. It would be even more than a regular 9 to 5, because a regular 9 to 5 you go to work for normally 8 hours. Right now in the forex market, you being up from London session all the way back to London session trying to get entries, right? So for me, I only trade London or New York session. So if I wake up for a London session and I don't see an entry, I just go back to bed and wait for New York session. And New York Open is actually overlap with London and New York, right? Because London closes at 12. Right, so basically, if I don't get an entry in London, I'll get an entry in New York, right? So these boxes on my chart represents Asian session, right? I don't trade Asian session because it's mostly consolidation, right, for built up of liquidity. So what really happens in Asian session and the other sessions for this pair, because don't get me wrong, you have other pairs that move in Asian session like Australian pairs, Yen pairs, New Zealand pairs, and so forth, but I trade mostly major currencies. So it's basically EU and GU that I trade, and sometimes gold, right? So GU and EU are London and New York pairs, right? The best time to trade at the market is when the banks are open, because it's a lot of money in the market at that time, and a lot of money means that there is liquidity in the market, and you want to trade when the market is very liquid, because that is when you're gonna get those huge moves, right? So for me in Asian session and the other sessions is just consolidation. Notice in these boxes that I have here, you have a little bit amount of liquidity, right? So some small candles, right, until that session is over, and then markets start to give you the decent pushes, right? Look at this. So consolidation, small candles and stuff, built up of liquidity, and then market push. And this is in like the ending of London, coming to the ending of London and New York, right? Also here we're in New York session, right? And the market pushes. The only way I'll hold a trade through say Asian session or the other sessions is if I got the entry already in New York or in London session, and I see a potential swing trade, because I call it a swing because normally I enter a trade in London or New York and I'm out of that trade by 12 p.m. right? So time is very important, because you don't want to enter a trade. The session is very important. You don't want to enter a trade and sit in a consolidation, right? Because majority of the times you will get a lot of fake out in those sessions that you shouldn't be trading a specific pair. However, if you're trading like an Asian pair or a Yen pair, you can trade in the Asian session, right? It doesn't matter that at that time. But I am trading strictly New York and London pairs, so it makes no sense to trade in those other sessions. And with this, I get to manage my time, right? Because I am not up in the market every time looking at the market. I just wake up for those sessions and execute my trades. So that is why time is very important. So you never want to trade these sessions once you're trading major currencies, right? Always wait for New York and London session. You will see some time move happen in those sessions, but it may be because of some news events or some stuff like that. So don't let a one opportunity allow you to start trading in session you're not supposed to be trading. So yeah guys, so that's it. That's it for sessions. All right, So I'll see you guys in the next video.